logic. I'ma take it to the coffin, just being honest.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last...
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson. Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds.
And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that.
On the move past the 40.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield.
See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a while.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Derek Brown
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Looking to throw. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. Pass midfield, look out. No whistles, he's still going. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
What part do they want it?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Review the play. On the field.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now on 2nd and 16. Wilson.
Screenplay set up for Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
At their own 17-yard line. There's Wilson to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Phillips now from the end zone.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Wilson getting right back to it after the pick 6. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught here by Dulcich.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. From the gun, it's Wilson. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they're going to get this up to midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd down at 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. The Panthers had 8-3 now. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. Shoves him away. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Singleton came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. Touchdown! Tommy Trimble. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And it's now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And Carolina scores to cap it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yetur Gross-Matos able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. On 3rd down, Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Marshall. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
While 3 completions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
On third down, here's Williams. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Josie Jewell. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Herbert's throw here into the hands of Moore.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down.
Herbert looking underneath and finding Hubbard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
On first and 10, Herbert.
Throw left side going to be caught by Shenault. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert now.
There's Trimble, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw into the hands of the receiver, Shenault. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the 2nd half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a wide out, when you take that handoff and you're coming around, You're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... And we're back now in Charlotte. 2nd and 11 at the 41. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they're going to have it. As the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. That is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation. And now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
75 yards on the ground for him so far. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Right back to Hubbard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Herbert.
Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. But now this offense comes back out onto the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in the